We try and dissect that for you. Let's move on now. The report on the BBI Amendment Bill 2020 is set to be tabled before the National Assembly and Senate this week. The report by the Joint Legal Affairs Committee in the bicameral House follows 7 days of public participation, a process which concluded last Thursday. However, given the fact that the document cannot be amended, is public participation just a constitutional formality? KTN's senior reporter Rita Tinina explains this for you.
The administrative unit and the political units are extremely different.
For 7 days, the Joint National Assembly and Senate Legal Affairs Committees heard from members of the public, political parties and organizations such as the Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission on the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill 2020.
A constitutional amendment process can only therefore determine the number of constituencies but should not assign the same to respective counties as in the case with the BBI Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill.
And this was the second round of views after members of the public gave their submissions at the county level before county assemblies considered the bill.
A lot of people have asked a fundamental question. If Makueni has conducted public participation, Kirinyaga has conducted public participation through their assemblies, what public participation are we doing?
Public participation is a requirement under the Constitution and the Public Participation Bill 2018, which states that the responsible authority shall provide reasonable and meaningful opportunities for public participation. In determining what is reasonable, the authority shall take into consideration the nature of legislation or decision to be made, importance of the legislation or decision, and the intensity of the impact of the legislation or decision on the public.
And therefore it's important to comply with the Constitution, and we have insisted that the Constitution must be complied with, irrespective of the fact that you cannot alter a comma or a sentence or amend that document. It's important that the views of the public are put on record and become a part and parcel of this constitutional process. Being the first one after 2010 Constitution, it's very important that there is a clear roadmap and there are clear processes that can be followed.
Even with the fact that not even a comma can be amended, Makueni Senator Mutula Kilonzo, who is a member of the Senate Legal Affairs Committee, says public participation is more than a constitutional formality.
People do not know that, in fact, the decision being made by both the National Assembly and Senate in terms of its membership is to agree or disagree, is informed by the reports that are going to be tabled by both committees. And therefore, the portion where we can accept or reject should be informed not by the public participation conducted in our counties, but the views that Kenyans have given.
As Parliament prepares to consider the report by the Joint Legal Affairs Committees, there are a few grey areas.
The word introducing that bill in both houses created a problem. In the parliamentary initiative, it talks about first reading, second reading. In the popular initiative, it doesn't talk about that. It says introduce. So certain things must become clear, and the Legal Affairs Committee, where we have prominent lawyers, will guide the process. What does it mean?
The spotlight now shifts to Parliament, whose decision on the Constitution of Kenya Amendment Bill 2020 will be submitted to the President by speakers of both houses. President Uhuru Kenyatta will then forward the bill to the IEBC to formulate a referendum question and conduct a plebiscite on the issues that require popular initiative. Rita Tinina, KTN News.
A somber mood engulfed Seme in the county of Kisumu following tragedy at a burial. Death struck during the burial of a father to